So now you've built your mini drive, what are you supposed to do with it? So I thought I would just run through a few of the simple patches you can try with this. The real point of this module is really just to experiment with it. Try doing things with it that you can't imagine quite what's going to happen. Try putting it in places that doesn't seem obvious. You can try it with control voltages. It won't give you an obvious outcome, but it might produce something interesting. The most basic patch is just to take any kind of sound source, put it into either the high or the low input. High and low just refers to the amount of gain, so the high input has slightly more gain than the low input, but only when you have one thing plugged in. As soon as you have two things plugged in together, they just mix the same. Just play with that drive control. If you have it down on 0, you'll get no signal through at all. If you have it on full, you should get quite a rich, distorted, fuzzy signal. The easiest thing to do then is what I call the turbo version. So this is, you patch it up just like that, but you take another output and plug it into the other inputs. A way to develop that is, instead of just patching one of the outputs to one of the inputs, patch it via something that changes the sound. So patch it via a filter, a delay, a reverb, something like that, and see what effect that has on the sound. If you do that and you get really no change at all, you can try inverting the signal. So take it out to some kind of an attenuverter, or if you have an inverter in your system, and see if that gives you more of an effect. That's to do with the phase relationships between the input and the output. The simplest possible patch you can try is to just patch the output into one of the inputs. This causes an immediate feedback loop, an immediate kind of oscillation. And you hear, as you change the position of the drive control, you'll get different types of squeals and frequencies coming out. Then try patching something into the other input. So you could patch even a clock or noise or anything at all into that input. See what happens, see what signal you get out. So this patch is the actual patch that you get in the Minimo. Here you're taking the output signal, patching it back in with the oscillators before it goes into the filter and the VCA. This will be a really nice way to add a slightly more subtle kind of change to whatever you're doing, because whatever distortion is added here then goes through the filter. So that can be a really, really nice effect. So that's the end of the video. The final thing to say is that I really enjoy seeing where people have built Music Thing modules. So when you finish your build, if you can, share it on Instagram or Facebook or Twitter. Just either tag me or tag Music Thing Modular or Thonk, and I will normally see it. And that I really enjoy. And even better is when people are using it. So if you can make a video of how you're using it, what you're doing with it, share it with either share it with me or, as I said, tag it Music Thing Modular or Thonk, and I'll get to see it, and I really appreciate that.